Welcome back to the channel, guys. It is me, 8744, and today, guys, we got a lot to discuss about, guys. So we got a lot of different topics. We got to talk about the FA Cup. We got to talk about the Coppa Italia, La Liga, Portuguese League, Turkish League. So much to unpack.
Romanian League.
So yeah, we'll look into that as well. Actually, maybe we'll save all the leagues maybe next week. Because next week will probably be the last weekend recap stream we'll do. So maybe we'll save it for next week. But I guess we'll see. We'll see how the time goes, I guess. But we're gonna do the main 4 leagues, and then we'll see if you have time. We'll do the other leagues towards the end. But
let's go with the French league. That's the top 5.
Yeah.
With
Yeah. So I think it's only right that we start first with let's start with La Liga first. Actually, I think we should start with La Liga first. So obviously, guys, earlier this week,
2 days, 2 games.
Yeah. So obviously last week, guys, Thursday, Barca secured La Liga. Let's actually discuss that first. So Barca winning La Liga. What's your thoughts, tenant item, on Barca winning La Liga?
Not really. Like, it's just another title. I'll be honest. Like, I kind of wish we would have a better title race. Ultimately, the title was won in the El Clasico the other day, so it was just like a matter of time when Barcelona would lift the trophy, and they got against the big rivals Espanyol, who are now in quite a bit of danger now. But yeah, not really that surprised. Barcelona won ultimately by the end of the season. They lost to Villarreal. Who cares, honestly?
Yeah. There's that meme that it's like anyways.
Yeah.
So but I want to ask you this question, Ten. Do you think that Barca winning La Liga this season, with Real Madrid having a super team, signing Mbappe, is impressive at all, and not really?
Yeah, I mean, it's 4-point difference. So technically, if you want to say it, El Clasico is actually the reason why Barca won the league. When you look, based on the points tally, because let's say Real Madrid beat you guys in those 2 league games, Real Madrid win the title, or somewhat, But yeah, I think overall, it's impressive for anyone to beat Real Madrid to the title. The only teams that have done that in the past 10 years is Barcelona and Atleti, who are going to finish in the top 3. And just a nice shout out to Charlie, No Filter FC. He went to the Atletico Madrid game because he's going to Bilbao for the Europa League final. But yeah, big up to him. He got to see the GOAT for 45 minutes. So big up to him.
It's really crazy, Tenant. Real Madrid haven't defended the league title since 2008. That's crazy. This is one of the biggest clubs in the world. Them to not defend their league title since 2008 is wild. That is shocking.
Yeah, I mean, now we'll probably see them win it next season with new additions.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if they win the Champions League. Real Madrid. I know people are saying Alonso and all that.
No, but because what the thing is, Real Madrid, because they win the Champions League so often, that people just don't really talk about the La Liga success that much. If they weren't winning the Champions League this often, we would be having discussions about them. How is this team doing this?
At the same time, Real Madrid still are, in terms of league titles in La Liga, the most successful. So
yeah, of course.
So I think obviously it does help build the reputation of Real Madrid. Even if they haven't defended the title since 2008 or whatever, I don't think ultimately this season's been terrible for Real Madrid, just because Real Madrid are meant to be winning trophies. Ultimately ended up with UEFA Super Cup in the end. But yeah, I think overall for Real Madrid, not great season, but I mean, we already see there's a lot of change happening even before the season ended. Xabi Alonso coming in. We have Dean Howson. That's how it's actually pronounced. That's what he said in an interview. Howson, not Hoyson. He says Howson. So I'm just saying
Howson.
And it's almost likely it's going to be Alexander Arnold. So look, defensive issues that we have seen of Real Madrid overall this season, you could say it's kind of fixed, and they're probably going for more players, obviously, because there's a transfer window before the Club World Cup. It's a good time for Xabi Alonso. Look, I don't know how serious Real Madrid or any team from Europe that's going to really care about the Club World Cup, how serious. But for a manager like Xabi Alonso, it could be like Real Madrid, whether they win or not, I don't think they really care. I'll be honest, but it's a good time for Xabi Alonso to get the players in and embedded. So I'd say, look, for Real Madrid, not a great season, but look ahead to the next 12 months because I think Real Madrid will do well next season.
Yeah. 10. Do you think that it was right for Ancelotti to leave, or you think it was a bit harsh?
Nah, he had to go. Even Real Madrid fans wanted him to go. So look, it was a great times that he had with Real Madrid both times. The La Decima in 2014, obviously 22 and 24 and all that. So look, he's won what three Champions Leagues with Real Madrid. I think
that's pretty great.
He's won his course, I would say. And we'll see what he does with Brazil. But Barcelona deserved the league.
Ultimately. Barcelona. And let's be real, guys. If we didn't have that bad run of form in November to December, this title would have been wrapped up by now. Like it just came close because of that poor run of form we had that time. You know.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
So for Barca to win La Liga is incredible, and shout out to Hansi Flick, man, because bro, at the beginning of the season, man, and let's not be revisionist here, guys. Many of us didn't expect Barca to win La Liga this season. Many people said Real Madrid were going to win the league this season. Even I said it. Even as a Barca fan.
Barcelona, if Real Madrid didn't win it, then the most likely one is Barcelona. So
I knew Barcelona were going to win this league, because Mbappe obviously, like, this is a flop season for Real Madrid. I don't care what people say. Like they can say, like, for Real Madrid, like they have to win. They have to win everything for the standard of the football club. They have to win everything.
No, but I think you can't say Mbappe's had a bad season because, bro, the guy scored so many goals, like 40 goals.
He actually wants to win the Pichichi Award.
No, I'm not saying he had a bad season, but
he's probably had like
the start for Real Madrid. It did not look great, and I think that was pretty much
the
thing for them. And also, I knew because Real Madrid, they can't defend the league titles. Like, I don't know why.
I mean, it's not really like it's like predicting Real Madrid or Barcelona. It's like you might as well just pay. Like if you predicted Barcelona to win the league, it's not like that's surprising. You know, if Real Madrid won it, like it's not even that surprising. So
okay. What if Atletico won the league? Then what would you say?
Then okay, maybe though. Obviously, Atleti are like third favorites. They're behind Barcelona, Real Madrid in terms of the odds. You know the feeling, but Athletic are way ahead of everyone else.
Oh yeah, we got to speak about Atletico Madrid because, bro, oh my jeez, this second half of the season has been disastrous. It's been horrible, bro. Like 73 points, bro. They finished 12 points behind Barca
and beat Barca in one of the games. Yeah.
Like how? Like you know what's just crazy? I think ever since Barca beat them in the ever since they got knocked out of the Champions League, they've just been down.
I think probably since the Getafe loss, the last minute, if you remember, back in just before that Champions League game, they lost in the last minute away at Getafe. So yeah, look for Atleti.
Is this shameful?
I mean, finishing third behind the two biggest clubs in Spain is not really that shameful, but they could have done better. Obviously, I think the closest opportunity of a trophy realistically was the Copa del Rey because they had a 4-4 draw. Could have won against Barcelona in the Copa del Rey semifinal, second leg at home. But yeah, it's just not been. It's been okay, but it's not been amazing for Atleti. But to be honest, I think everyone expected them to finish third. They will finish third because they have a better head-to-head over Athletic Club. Actually, the top six is finished. First place is first. Fifth place is fifth place. Like even Betis are going to finish sixth no matter what happens.
So yeah. But yeah, for Atletico Madrid, man, like that first half they were so good. In the second half, man, I just think psychologically, I just think that Real Madrid knocked them out, just kind of demoralized them of the season end. And
Alvarez needs to leave, by the way. Julian Alvarez needs to leave.
Yeah. So and then Athletic Club, man. Yeah. Let's talk about the European teams, I guess. The teams that got European football, and then I guess we'll talk about the rest there. So Bilbao, man. They're back in the Champions League, bro. It's been
Mm.
so many years. When was the last time Bilbao were in the Champions League?
2014-15, I
Mm.
believe.
Wow,
The,
years.
the treble boss this season, the last
Mm.
Yes. So basically 10 years, right?
or
Yeah, about 10 years.
yeah, it's 10 years.
Dang.
Yeah,
Yeah.
10
Yeah, this is incredible, man. For Bilbao to get back to the Champions League, Ernesto Valverde's done a fantastic job with them, and the La Liga now Europa League was kind of a bit bad, but I mean they still got to the semifinals.
If you would ask Bilbao fans before the season that you qualify for the Champions League and you miss out winning the Europa League, I mean, I think they wouldn't be angry.
Yeah. Probably
they're-
just the 2
they're-
games.
They're probably a better team than Villarreal. I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Well,
mean they beat them head to head, so they will.
Yeah. I mean, there was a chance for Bilbao actually to get into the
title race.
race,
At one
Yeah.
point.
and if they
Yeah.
just won their games, but they didn't.
yeah.
I mean,
I mean-
Athletic had like Athletic Club had like a 15-16 game unbeaten run, and they lost that run because they lost to Athletic. When
Yeah.
Athletic Club
I
were
think-
kind of about to downhill a bit, but yeah, overall Athletic Club
Pretty good
season.
season.
Honestly, if they beat Atletico in that game, I think they could have.
I mean,
They would.
at the end
have
of the day, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter where you finish the top 5. Like as long as you get top 5, that's what
Yeah,
matters.
I think
Yeah,
I'll be
yeah.
honest, the only disappointment is not winning the Europa, but Athletic Club probably had I would say if I had to rate it out of 10, because it doesn't matter what they play against Barcelona, they can lose 10-0 and still finish 4th. I'd still rate this season like 8 out of 10. One way it's 10 out of 10 is if they won that Europa League. But yeah, Athletic Club, good season overall, apart from that 2 games in the
But
semi.
how did they head to head with Bilbao Villarreal?
They beat Villarreal, I think, both games, or it was Athletic Club win and a draw.
Okay, so
So
there's no
basically-
chance
basically
basically
fourth
for.
place is secured.
So the top 4 is done.
The top,
Yeah.
the top 6 is done. 5th place is 5th
Yeah.
place, 6th place is 6th place.
Yeah.
Because-
No, but
Anyways, let's-
Bilbao can't get 5th.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because Villarreal will only finish 5th now. So
Oh.
top 6 is
Yeah.
done.
All right, guys, let's talk about Villarreal, man. So shout out to Villarreal for getting back. So it's really nice. We have like 2 teams that haven't been to the Champions League for quite some time: Bilbao and Villarreal.
I mean,
Especially
3
Bilbao.
years.
I think it's very good for Villarreal to be back. Obviously, they made quite an incredible run a few
Yeah,
years
the
ago.
Champions League, yeah, semifinals.
So
Just
who
after
knows?
winning the Europa.
They had Unai Emery. So I mean, they
Yeah.
don't have him next season.
Could face them next season.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
Villarreal, obviously, the La Liga teams doesn't generate much money, but for Villarreal, I think this is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Iose
yeah.
had a former Newcastle, doing quite well
Yeah.
this season. Iose.
yeah, for sure.
Too.
And then
Yeah.
and then Real Betis, man, they get Europa League, which is great to see.
Even if they lose the Conference League, they'll still get Europa. But the big turnaround, you know what? It's
Anthony,
the GOAT. Anthony, the GOAT.
Mhm.
I'll be real, right? He's actually done so well in La Liga, and I am now praying. But I don't want to talk about Conference League. But
we'll say that for another time. But let's just say,
I won't speak it.
but you know what's crazy? I think would you say like he single-handedly saved Real Betis this season?
To be honest,
Yeah.
I'd say yeah. Like before they signed him,
They were like 12th, 13th. Now
They were-
They were not great.
they were garbage.
they lost to Alaves at home, I believe.
Yeah, that was some of that.
And
Yeah.
Yeah, the Anthony man.
And then Anthony, the GOAT. Hopefully, in 10 days' time, I believe it is, or 9 days' time. Hopefully, the biggest trophy they've won, somewhat. But
Yeah, for sure.
look for Betis.
Mm.
We'll see what I think. I'll be honest. The run of form in La Liga, haven't won in 3 games in La Liga. I mean, that's been since they've been to the final or qualified to the final. Those
Yeah,
three
I think they're putting all their focus on the final.
they're going to lose like 7-0 to Valencia, and it won't matter to them. So
Yeah,
I don't think they will lose to Valencia, but
Okay. Now, as far as the rest is concerned, we still don't know. So I think we'll save it for the final match.
honestly, Anthony transfer of this January.
please,
So
Celta, come on, Getafe, do it for
I
MG.
have to.
Come
I
on.
have to-
Who does Rayo play? Who does
I have to-
So
I have
7th
to-
place gets Europa, 8th place gets Conference, and it's only
Yeah.
between Licio Vigo, Rayo Vallecano, and
Oh,
Man,
I want the Mallorca to get the conference team, but they can't.
yeah, that out.
yes.
Because I actually want to see their mascot in person. By the way.
Okay, so guys, I want Rayo. I want Rayo. So this
I
is
want Rayo as well.
Rayo, Osasuna, Celta is my preferred order.
No, you know what? If Osasuna wins, which they will, I'm sorry, they will
They're
be.
against Alaves. Alaves are safe now.
And then, wait, if Celta lose, and Rayo and Osasuna just need to win, and then.
Okay, guys. Okay, let's predict these 3 games.
Just
Let's predict these 3 games. So Getafe, Celta Vigo, guys. What do you guys say?
Oh,
2-0 Getafe.
Getafe's at home.
Yeah, I think they won 2-0.
I'm gonna say a draw. I'm gonna say a draw.
Look,
I hope I'm wrong.
Look, as a Deportivo La Coruña fan, of course I want Getafe to win, but I'll try to be a bit realistic. Unfortunately, I honestly think Celta is winning. Unfortunately.
Yeah, because Getafe have nothing to play for, right? They're already safe.
Well, everyone apart from Espanyol and Leganes are safe. But yeah, I think unfortunately they win. Licio Vigo, which means trash.
Okay, Rayo Vallecano, Mallorca. I think I gotta feel Rayo's gonna win.
At home,
I mean, Mallorca have nothing to play for. Yeah.
At home, Rayo. I think they've only played in Europe.
Hopefully the Mallorca mascot doesn't pick up his devil spear and start to injure the Rayo players. Well,
okay, so
I think Osasuna Rayo will get.
I think Rayo will win against Mallorca.
I think 2-1. I think Osasuna would destroy Alaves like 3-1 or 3-0.
I think Alaves Osasuna, somewhat of a derby, kinda, not really. It's Victoria Gasteiz from País Vasco and Osasuna from Pamplona. I think the only thing that does help Osasuna is they have Budimir, who could be a massive difference on that day. I just feel like they might miss out, maybe like a draw, but then Rayo gets a win or whatever. I think Osasuna won't do it. They'll be the ones.
Yeah, I think of the 3 teams, I think Rayo is in the best position because they're the only ones that have the home game. Everyone else has the away game.
Yeah. So I think the top 9, 7th, 8th, and 9th, I think we'll finish in that way by next week. But look, I am
Getafe.
No, Celta ain't going to the Conference League or Europa League.
Okay, well, we'll see, man. We'll see next week.
Okay,
but let's look at the relegation real quick. Then we'll go to you guys' comments. Guys, Las Palmas are out. It's done. They're relegated.
Yeah. After 2
5
years.
L's in a row.
You know what's the funny thing is? The big rivals, Las Palmas' rivals, Tenerife, have been relegated from the Segunda.
Oh, my jeez. So, guys, what are we saying, man? Espanyol or Leganes? Who's going to go down?
Okay, wait. I think
look
honestly,
who they're actually playing. Look who they're playing. Espanyol are playing Las Palmas, relegated. Leganes are playing Valladolid, relegated. Both at home, I believe.
So if Las Palmas, if you do something for me and kick out Espanyol,
we'll be there.
I will be very happy.
I mean,
I think that's happening.
I would love to see Las Palmas stayed up, but now please kick out Espanyol. I need that.
Kick out. Yeah, kick out Espanyol.
Do it for me.
Apparently, guys, Barcelona are apparently maybe looking at the Espanyol goalkeeper. Maybe that's a goalkeeper you could potentially sign. So,
There's reports about Newcastle as well with Juan Garcia, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll be honest. Even if they stay up, I think he might go, and him, and I also believe Juan Prado.
Here's the thing. If Espanyol go relegate, he's definitely leaving for sure. Like I think you agree, right?
I both are leaving. Prado.
I think most of the players will leave them.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. That we need a Las Palmas fan. I'll be a full Las Palmas fan on match day 38. We'll be there.
And then I'm the biggest Getafe
fan. Shamelessly, if Espanyol goes down, I'll buy a Las Palmas kit.
If the scenario that both Espanyol and Leganes finish on 40 points, Leganes stay up.
Honestly, I might just go to Spain, Gran Canaria, and celebrate.
You know what's the crazy? Well, not really. But you know what's the crazy thing is that 40 points in La Liga could get you relegated, but in the Prem,
doesn't matter.
Look at Man United and Spurs haven't even reached 40.
Jeez,
so you're telling me
La Liga will relegate you.
You know,
La Liga relegates you, but Man United and Spurs stay up by like 13 whatever points it is they have now.
Honestly, you put Espanyol in La Liga. In the Prem.
One of Spurs are relegated.
Okay, guys, let's look at the Pichichi. So Mbappe is pretty much set to win, unless Lewandowski scores 4 goals, which is pretty much.
You know what? If Budimir scores 10 goals, we'll be there.
It's not happening. So Mbappe, congratulations on winning.
Actually, here's the thing. I don't know if this was said before. Mbappe actually broke the Real Madrid debut goal scoring record. Ronaldo.
Yeah.
So Real Madrid, bad season for Mbappe. I think it's had an okay season. It's just the trophy never delivered for him.
Trophy.
But yeah, I think Mbappe this season, the goal scoring, it's really picked up. And we'll see how he'll do with
but you're
Alonso as manager.
Something that pisses me off is the rating that La Liga gave this season.
Okay, guys, let's go, guys. Let's before we go to the comments, guys. I want to ask you guys this question: is Yamal the best player in the world?
No.
Okay,
I'm being honest. No.
Anthony, the GOAT. But in all seriousness, I think
top 3, but no.
For now, I don't know. The fact that he's only 17, he'll be 18 by July.
Yes.
Here we go, putting up the age.
Okay, so he is one of the. I think all of us should agree he's one of the best.
Yes,
he's outright best.
He's one of the best. He's one of the best, but he's not the best.
Okay. If anyone said he's not one of the best, you're just an idiot. I'm just saying this right now. Just stop. Just get out of this channel if you actually believe that.
I think.
Leave this community.
Look, I don't really care too much about the Ballon d'Or, whether he wins or whoever wins it.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't really care either. But I just wanted because that's crazy. 7-year-old being one of the best players in the world is pretty insane.
I'll be honest. I still think someone like a Mo Salah is just a bit, just with the experience. But I'll be honest, like it wouldn't surprise me in the next 2-3 seasons, Barcelona wins the Champions League eventually. The time will come.
Yeah. But isn't that crazy though? Yamal being the best player in the world, one of the best players in the world at 17, isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I mean, football has evolved, so I don't know.
I mean, we can't really because this is a rarity, guys. Like the last time you could probably say a 7-year-old was one of the best players in the world was probably Messi.
I think.
I don't think did Messi even play in Europe at 17.
Well, he was in Europe, but
the only 17-year-old player I could think of is probably.
I'd say, to be honest, it might actually be Pele. The last time a 17 years old, Pele was winning the World Cup with Brazil.
But
No,
what about Mbappe, guys?
that's not me actually dunking on Sweden or Sebastian. Like I actually think that Pele was probably the last time a 17-year-old was good. Like
Yeah, I
in
mean,
that level.
what about Mbappe, guys?
At 17,
No, 19. Mbappe
yeah, at
was
19,
19 the
yeah.
best.
But at 17, Mbappe
And,
only
oh,
just started
19,
his
19.
career
Oh,
at
okay.
Monaco. That
Like, don't forget, he won the. Yamal hasn't won the World Cup yet, so.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, it's
Next
a
year,
rarity,
maybe.
guys. Like it's a rarity. Like we don't see this many. We don't see a 7-year-old being the best player in the world. Like it's pretty rare. So
Is Kubarsi the best centre back in the world?
no.
you can make an argument. You can make an argument. He's one of the best.
Oh yeah, definitely. But
All
I
right.
think
Let's read some
someone
comments.
like Bastoni or whatever, I think might be.
All right, let's read some comments. Hello,
Or
champion
Henderson.
4-0. Barca should have won before Real Madrid kind of got lucky. Not gonna lie. Yeah, we should have won this league title earlier. If we didn't really
Like,
want it.
Real Madrid wasn't that great this year.
What's up? Barca have the most La Ligas in like the last 10 years or something. So yeah, it's most impressive.
It's not impressive.
Trent's not gonna cook. Oh, you know me not. Trent's
The
not
only
gonna cook.
thing- The only thing is that there's the likelihood that Xabi Alonso could play a back three. But
Yeah, that's true.
we'll see what happens at the Club World Cup.
Oh, I forgot to mention this. I forgot to mention the guys. This is the first time Barca won a domestic treble since the 17-18 season. I forgot to mention that. So that's a pretty incredible season.
7 years.
Yeah, it's a pretty long time. Trent's not gonna cook around with Mark my words. Every team gonna have a field days. Okay. Inter Miami win Club World Cup and Messi gets an X Pound doors for free. Okay, you're going. Yeah, I think you're going to. I think that's too optimistic. Messi struggling. The results, yeah, but gameplay cooks every game. This is still Mbappe's first season. Mbappe's about to be 27. Don't think he'll improve too much. I would need to leave that fraud team.
Old.
And Mbappe's a standard at PSG Monaco. He barely loses chances. People were excited watching the game season, but he was not good. Yo, Yamal got signature goal at 17. Yeah, Yamal, man, that goal against Espanya was a really good goal, man. Crazy goal. This time, Mbappe picked up form. Football fans weren't watching Real Madrid again. I think this is why everyone thinks he has a bad season. No, he hasn't had a bad season. It's just that the team has been bad. Like, if that makes any sense, you know.
Bro,
So-
he ain't gonna be the same no more. You're making me feel old. I'm older than Mbappe by like 2 months. 2-3 months.
Dang,
He won the
everyone
World
speaks
Cup
different.
At 19. I was just in university single at 19.
Yeah. People act for it like he's 22. His prime is still incoming. Some players speak at 21.
I
some
wish
speak at
I
30.
was 22, I'll be honest.
Grossi is an example. Yeah, we'll talk about Dortmund, man. Most attackers speak earlier. Let me read this. We're going to start this comment later. And I need Sebastian to explain that one when we get there. Not single-handedly. He's also cooks blood. Just rage bait Sebastian. Steve Lowe. I love Anthony.
I'm not
Sora.
angry.
Two impressive seasons in a row. I just hate that guy. All right. So let me start that later. I probably every day PSG don't win. All right. So there's a lot of comments. There's a lot of comments aren't really relevant, so I'm gonna skip those comments. What do you think is finishing 8th? I have
I think the top 9 is how it will be by the end.
I think it's
at
going
least
to be
Celtic.
Arsenal or Real.
But I would love
Yeah.
to see Celta, or at least show.
That's what I'm saying.
Go down.
Las Palmas beat Barca still go down. Wow.
I mean, Watford beat Liverpool 3-0 in the 99 points and went down. So
I mean, Las Palmas would beat 50% of the bottom 10 in the Premier League, by the way. Just say.
Messi's better than Yamal right now. No.
What? Oh, the old washed Messi, who's in the Burger League. Okay.
Okay, Ted, do you agree with this? Messi better than Yamal right now.
yeah.
You know what he's better at?
Based on what?
He's better at scoring penalties.
I think it means right now. I think it means right now. Like let's say
He's better than AD. He's better than scoring penalties. By the way.
Okay. Let's say you were the manager and you could choose between Messi or Yamal for the team, and one of them is going to ride.
Easy, Yamal, man. Easy, Yamal. Easy.
Yeah, Yamal. But if Prime Boss means.
But if I want penalties and corruption, if I want penalties and corruption, I pick Messi. By the way.
Okay, guys, let's move. Anyways, Yamal's currently the best, but it's very likely he won't win the Ballon d'Or. Fati at 17, He was good, but I don't think he was one of the best players in the world at that time.
No one was hyping him up as people are with Yamal. That's the
Yeah, I
thing.
mean, Fati was good, but he was like Yamal was getting more.
He's not as hype as Yamal is at 17.
Yeah,
He's good at that time, Fati, but not this hyped and this.
Yeah. I'm so happy for Barca winning La Liga. Vamos. All right, guys, let's move on to EPL, man. Everybody's favorite league of the world.
Boo! AD out.
It's quite fun.
All right.
The Farmers League.
Okay, guys. So guys, Premier League guys. So let's just make this quick. There's not really much to say here. So let's talk.
That's actually a lot, actually.
City going to Europa League, by the way. It's happening.
Okay, guys. Actually, first let's discuss the FA Cup first. Actually, so guys,
yeah,
Palace won the FA Cup.
It's too easy. It's too easy.
Their first trophy in 119 years. I think I read that.
of their entire existence.
Yeah.
First ever major trophy.
So guys, we have to give a round of applause. And that Eze guy, what a baller he is.
It was too easy for him. It was too easy for him.
I'm going to say this right now. He is leaving this summer. He's not staying at Palace. He will leave this summer.
I mean, the only good pull he does have, or Palace have, is Europa League football. So there's a chance he could stay, but
I'm pretty sure he's leaving.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see with like how much they're going to price Eze now, given that Palace have European football and all that. Same thing with Mark Guehi, that I know obviously Newcastle will link with him. But yeah, this FA Cup final, didn't get to watch it, but look, from what what people have said and all that, I think everyone has said that Palace deserved the win and all that. Though there was a bit of controversy with the penalty and all that. Should Dean Henderson been sent off, for basically touching the ball outside of the box? But I'll be honest, I don't think that's a red card, because goalkeepers touch the ball outside of the box when they're, kicking the ball out, when they catch it and kick it out, So, yeah, but overall, I think even apart from that, Dean Henderson saved the penalty. Who knows what would have happened at 1-1? Maybe Man City get up another gear, but I think overall, Palace deserve the win, deserve to win.
Wait, Tim, sorry to interrupt you. Do you think it was a mistake for Haaland to not take the pen?
I mean, maybe, but at the same time, I don't think that's only with hindsight. I'll be honest. That's with hindsight. So, look, Marmoush is good at penalties. Well, at least Marmoush got it on target. So Dean Henderson was just as good. So yeah, I think that's only with hindsight. But yeah, and shout out to Strasbourg Steve. Back in August, he said Crystal Palace would win the the FA Cup back in August. So
big. Did you predict that?
Huh?
Did you predict
Steve,
that?
not me. No,
I don't know. What did you predict for FA Cup?
I don't think I actually cared. To be honest.
Okay.
but I mean, I probably would have picked like Man City or Liverpool, whatever. But
as soon as 10 saw Newcastle win a trophy, he just didn't care. By the way,
I didn't look. That like for me, if Newcastle didn't win the Carabao Cup and this final happened, I would 110% be supporting Man City, because I don't want to see another club win a trophy. But now that they've won it, I enjoy what people say about the Crystal Palace winning it. I will enjoy what happens on Wednesday night. Cannot wait. For me, it's nice. I know Newcastle hasn't secured European football or Champions League football, but look, ultimately the trophies are the ones that matter in football. If you're a financial accountant, then financial trophies like top 4, top 5, and all that. But,
okay, wait. So I want to. Yeah.
But
so
if you actually have mentality, you will go for the league. So just
okay, guys. Let's just stick on this topic. So Palace, man, what a team this is. Eze, what a baller. Munoz, that right back, what a player. Shout out to Dean Henderson as well. Munoz, yes. And shout out to Oliver Glasner, man. This is the guy that won Frankfurt the Europa League, and now he's won Palace the FA Cup.
Hold on. Can he win Palace the Europa League?
Oh my jeez. Wait. I got a question, guys. Is this the first time Palace had ever made European football?
Yes,
I think so. Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
They're known for finishing 11th, 12th in the Prem.
He's moving.
Won a
He's moving.
trophy.
Palace is moving in silence. By the way, Palace is moving. In silence.
And also Wharton. That guy Wharton's also bald.
Eddie, imagine Palace win a European trophy before Arsenal.
But yeah, but shout out to Palace, man. I mean, it's an incredible achievement for. We have to speak about Manchester City, guys. Their first season they go trophyless since 2017. This is embarrassing. I know people say that Community Shield, which they did win that technically, if we're being real, but I don't know if that counts.
What do you mean? Arteta counts that. Arteta counts that, so that's a major trophy. So they're not trophyless.
Okay,
if Arteta thinks that's a trophy, the Community Shield, Man City are not trophyless.
Okay. Well, let's just say that this has been a bad season for Manchester. Yeah, some of these players have to go. Yeah, KDB's obviously leaving.
Yeah,
we gotta speak about Haaland, man. Haaland's been so bad in finals, man. When
Ruben Dias is garbage.
Haaland's not scored in a final, I believe, right?
At least for Man City, yeah.
No, he's never scored. He's never scored in a final, by the way.
That's crazy.
They're like 007, by the way. 007, by the way.
So, like, for Manchester City, man, it's disastrous for them. It's embarrassing, and now they better get Champions League, guys.
You know why, AD? Pep in the Europa League. We need that.
Moving on. But yeah, for Manchester City. So, guys, let's look at the Premier League, guys. Let's get back to the Premier League now. So, when we look at the league, guys, so Liverpool got Champions League. Obviously, Liverpool won the league. Arsenal obviously got Champions League. They beat Newcastle today. Declan Rice scored. So,
good goal.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, so Newcastle and then Chelsea. And guys, look at this. Look how many teams are. Look how close this is.
Is Newcastle actually guaranteed?
If what?
Newcastle can actually get 7th.
No, because Chelsea play Forest.
Yeah. Okay, so let's look at the final. So guys, let's talk about this. Okay, so Newcastle, you better beat Everton. You better beat Everton.
You can be 6th. You can be 6th.
So I will speak on the Newcastle bit. So how we perform on the final day of the season, even under pressure or no pressure. In the past 10 seasons for Newcastle United, our record is 8 wins, a draw, and a loss. And the one time we lost was against Liverpool in the 99-point season when Liverpool won the league the first time. And this is actually the first time Newcastle United are playing at home in the final day of the season. Technically, since the 2019-20 season, but that was during COVID. So technically, it didn't matter. There were no fans. But if you want to go even back, it would be 2018, 2017-18, our first season back in the Prem. And we beat Chelsea 3-0 at home on the final day of the season. That got us, 10th. But yeah, I think overall, if you regardless of what Man City's final 2 results will be or what they do on Tuesday against Bournemouth, I think the fact that we have the home advantage, Everton, their season finale was today, final game of Goodison Park. So that for them was the big one for them. Whether they turn up against us, I don't think they really care. As long as they turned up today against Southampton at Goodison Park, we'll be moving to Hill Dickinson Stadium next season. But I think overall, as a Newcastle fan, look, I didn't actually expect us to beat Arsenal, though we were actually good in 20 minutes and all that. But, didn't take our chances. No Isak today and all that. But I think we are favorites of at least finishing in the top 5.
But is he injured? Is he injured?
If we actually don't. But
is he injured, by the way?
The report says that he has a slight groin problem, but he traveled with the team. And then they said in the morning or wherever before the game, wherever.
Okay.
There was
don't play him against Everton, please. I need him fully fit.
I don't care. I don't care about Sweden. But look, for Newcastle, it would be incredible bottling if we finish sixth or
We'll be there.
I don't think we'll finish seventh just because Chelsea and Forest play each other, which means that at least one of them will finish below us because I do not see us losing at 4-5-0 to Everton. So we are guaranteed at least sixth place. It would take some incredible bottling from us to not get Champions League now. But look, you never know with football, but I just think that the crowd maybe be up for it. And look, it's the final day of the season. Like if you get injured, you might as well get injured in the final day of the season, have the whole summer off and all that. But look, the main thing is whether we do it. I believe we will. Whether we do it the easy way or the hard way, we will find out next Sunday. But I do
Either
think
way,
we will get
he's
top
a
5.
kids league.
I actually
Okay,
had to
so-
remember what you said, but yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay,
said
so-
anyways. He's a co-living or anyways.
Okay, guys. So
Find more.
Newcastle should get Champions League.
Yeah.
Chelsea, they beat Manchester United. For them. Thankfully for them.
I mean,
if they didn't beat
who
Manchester
doesn't
United.
beat Man United?
Yeah. So, guys, what were we saying about Chelsea for us? Because I think it's the big game of the final match day.
Oh, there's a scenario that both of them draw and both miss out on Champions League.
Wow.
Let's just say, right, if that Forest Chelsea game ends in a draw, and then Newcastle we win, Aston Villa win, Man City win either one of the two final games, Chelsea gets 6th, Forest gets 7th. But I think if that game in the last like 10 minutes in that game Forest Chelsea is a draw, I think we could get even more fireworks in that game because a draw could technically not help either team. So that is basically don't draw, basically. So one of them has to win. But if it ends in a draw, the scenario that both miss out would be hilarious. But I think the one a bit of a wild card is Aston Villa. I think they're the
Yes,
big wild
Aston Villa.
card in this. They do have the worst goal difference of everyone in that sort of fight, but they do go away at Man United. They don't have a good record there. They actually have one of the worst records at Old Trafford. But also
Yes.
at the same time, we don't know what type of Man United turns up in that game because that's after the game on Wednesday. So let's say if Man United win, or even if they lose, will Man United be in celebration mode like, oh, they don't really care, they won the Europa League? Or let's say they lose the Europa League, will they still be in a bit of a downer, or will Amorim at least want some sort of reaction from his
Yeah,
team?
yeah. I think we have to see.
That's
I
the
think
wild card.
Yeah.
I think even regardless they win or lose on Wednesday night, Aston Villa away at Man United is still a wild card game. It's more likely Villa wins that, but you just never know with final day fixtures because Villa could start the day outside of the top 5. So we'll find out how things go.
Okay, so City should beat Bournemouth, right?
No. If couldn't beat Southampton, then what trust am I putting them beating?
Honestly, but yes, City getting Europa League.
Okay. But guys, here's the thing. City's at home. City's at home. Does that
But still, you can't beat fucking Southampton, and you're gonna beat Bournemouth, who's a much better team. No, they're not. City are going to Europa League. And
The only good thing with Man City is that they at least have it in their hands at the moment.
Yeah.
Even if they draw with Bournemouth, they go up to 3rd by goal difference, and then play
Yes.
West Brom. So if you want to say home advantage helps teams, I don't want to say it, but I think Newcastle we have the best advantage because we're playing at home and all that. Look, I don't care about 3rd, 4th, 5th, as long as it's top 5. I don't really care. But
Yeah.
I think the big one is obviously that Forest against Chelsea game, and we'll see how things go by the end of the season. So it could be an either order, 3rd to 7th, basically.
Yeah.
And as for Arsenal, look, congratulations, they finished 2nd once again, 3rd season in a
3
row.
seasons in a row. That's a
treble, repeat.
Treble.
Look, it was to be honest, on the game, the Arsenal v Newcastle, it was a good goal by Declan Rice. A bit disappointed we didn't score a goal, but oh well. I didn't expect us to win, to be honest. But look, we beat Arsenal when it actually mattered, which is funny. So look,
Yeah.
for Arsenal, celebrations and good job on second place.
Yeah. Okay, so guys, let's predict the final table of the bid. So I'm gonna say Liverpool first, Arsenal second. So third will be, I think Newcastle finish third.
I don't want to be too overconfident, so I'll just say Man City. Maybe they win.
Oh,
both.
actually, I actually know what I'm gonna say Manchester City. I think they'll win both games.
Or even if they draw, like one of them and win the other, they still probably finish above us. But I'll be honest,
Yeah.
top five. So top five in no particular order. I think in no particular order. Obviously, Liverpool, Arsenal. In no particular order, Man City, Newcastle. I don't know, for some reason, I think Forest and Chelsea draw and Villa snatch something against Man United, and Aston Villa gets the top five. In technicality, because it will end in a draw, Chelsea 6th, Forest 7th. Both of them end the season disappointed. I think Chelsea misses out. I think they actually do. Well, obviously, if they lose, I'll be honest, almost certainly missing out. If they lose to Forest, they're certainly missing out. Because Man City ain't going to get 0 points in the next 2 games. It would be funny though, but
you know what? They're getting 1 point. They're getting 1 point.
Okay, so guys,
if they have 1 point, Man City, the goal difference is better than Chelsea, and Chelsea would lose, and then Man City would have to lose like.
Okay, guys, is there any way?
What I think, hold on. What I think will happen is Newcastle win, Chelsea win, and Villa win. And then I think City might draw against Bournemouth and then lose to Fulham.
All right, guys, I got a question. Is there any way we can see City and Chelsea both miss out on Champions League?
Well, first, Man City, they lose both games or get a point. Forest beats Chelsea, and Villa, for Villa and us get at least a draw. So there's a scenario that Chelsea and Man City.
That would be crazy.
If
City is very, very, very.
Yes, it's not happening. It's not happening.
If City,
it would be funny, but
if City and Chelsea miss out on UCL, we're gonna have a feast. We're gonna have a barbecue. We're gonna have a buffet, because then Pep and HH is going to be screwed. So we need that to happen. We need it.
Oh my jeez. Okay, but guys, let's keep it aside. It won't happen. Like it's too good to be true. It won't happen.
80. If that happens,
it won't happen.
I mean, that means Newcastle.
Deal. If Chelsea and City miss out on UCL, deal on 10-hour stream. You and me. Are we doing a deal? Okay, 4 hours. Okay, 4 hours.
Okay, we'll see. But guys, let's keep it aside. It won't happen. It won't happen. I refuse to believe it's going to happen. There's no way. There's no way it's going to happen.
I mean, if it happens, that means Newcastle got Champions League then. By that reason.
Okay, guys. Guys.
No, Newcastle. No, the teams who will get UCL is Newcastle. That's the only thing that's done.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say Newcastle. I'm gonna say Newcastle finished 4th. Then 5th.
You know what? It's gonna stay like this.
I think I'm gonna go. It's Chelsea 5th. I'll just go with them sneak 5th. But it's gonna be close.
I think
this is the top 5 for me.
My top 5, I said, in no order: Man City, Newcastle, Villa. I think Chelsea 6th, Forest get into the conference. Chelsea. I think Forest, Chelsea. If it ends in a draw, I think both will end up being disappointed. Both will miss out. The scenario I'm thinking is, I don't know if anyone remembers. I know it didn't end in the draw. Was Uruguay, Ghana at the previous World Cup, where both of them, Uruguay were happy, but Ghana were happy as well. but both were disappointed because they got knocked out. So it would have that sort of feeling. Forest and Chelsea ends in a draw, and both of them still miss out on Champions League. It would have that sort of feeling or vibe or whatever. Like, oh my god, last minute Villa have scored to win at Man United and all that. But look,
Yeah.
that's at least the most exciting thing. At least the Prem has one thing exciting now. At least for the final day,
Yeah. Relegation.
I will say it would take some incredible bottling from us, Newcastle, if we don't get Champions League. Will it happen? It'll be funny if it happens because it's typical Newcastle, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. So final match day, man, May 25th, 11 a.m. Eastern time. So we're gonna see what happens, man. We're gonna see what happens. Let's go read some guys' comments, man. I did a poll, by the way. Will any team in the top 6 miss out on Champions League? I'm gonna say no. 10-9, you're saying no. And I think Sebastian's saying yes to both.
I mean, it would be great if Forest get Champions League, but we'll see. We'll see how the season goes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Nico showed them. Yeah.
Yeah. APL's dog, terrible season for Manchester. Manchester Street 5th, not 6th. Well, they have a game at hand. Keep that in mind. So
yeah.
Muniz was man of the match. Asked about the Europa League after Conference League and the Champions League. Newcastle Villa, Man City to UCL. Pep was crying. Chelsea versus Arsenal will be the battle of who will qualify. Poor Borio, but congratulations, Crystal Palace. Pep cried, baby. Holland missed as well. We don't know about that. Pep was trying to argue with Henderson. Oh yeah, I saw that. That was crazy. And you know what's interesting, guys? Dean Henderson being a former Manchester United keeper. I'm sure it felt good. So Arsenal did bus pray for getting second place. Wait, no, don't tell me that's actually true.
No.
Okay. Because that is true. That
Newcastle used to do that actually back then.
I'm sorry. That's shameless.
Yeah, we used to do that, Newcastle.
That's shameless. With all due respect.
Yeah.
It depends how much they price him. All right, who's winning UEL? Tottenham mentioned it. Well, you guys can check out my previews. I won't check spoiler here, but we'll have a live reaction to Europa League final Wednesday.
You correct, Manchester United. I think Man United.
Oh, I forgot to mention this, guys. Trophy droughts have ended. Newcastle ended it. Crystal Palace ended it. What are we saying, guys?
Oh, you know what? Like, I know Newcastle 70 years, no trophy. Palace first time in their history. If you want to look at other leagues, Bologna 51 years.
Yeah, Bologna. Go ahead, Eagles.
Go ahead, Eagles. I think there's maybe another club or something like that. And it would be that sort of typical season. And yet, the most Spurs thing is that Spurs don't end their trophy drought. Everyone else does, except Spurs.
Jeez.
That's actually the most Tottenham thing ever. If not every club, but like clubs actually ended their trophy drought, and the one that doesn't is Spurs. That is the most Spurs thing ever, I think.
We'll see on Wednesday. Hopefully Spurs turn up, man. We'll be there, man. We'll be there. Holland never scores the finals. And by the way, guys, Premier League
for me, I want chaos. Give me 7-6, 7-7 penalty shot, 10-10. Onana saves Son Heung-min's penalty, and then Christian Eriksen scores the winning penalty for Man United.
Oh my geez, Eriksen. Oh my geez.
And then Onana saves Son Heung-min's penalty because Son is obviously one, Spurs, sort of great, not amazing, great, but good players of the.
Yeah.
Imagine that. So we'll see. I'm
telling you, imagine Spurs United be like that Champions League semifinal Barca Inter.
Oh, look, I said Man United to win the Europa League. If Spurs win it, look, I'll be happy for Charlie and all the Spurs fans, Darius and all that. I just want chaos. Give me what I just don't want
5-4,
0-0, 1-0. I want like the most dramatic, controversy and I just want drama. Like, I don't actually care who wins and loses, because whoever wins, big up to them. Whoever loses, they're getting cooked. For me, I just want like 7-6, the scoreline, or 5-5.
Yeah.
Goal penalties like Onana. Where I just want that. I want
Wednesday is El Clásico. The El Clásico. It's basically the Clásico.
El Chaotico. Chaos.
Oh my jeez.
I want that.
That's pretty crazy. All right, But yeah, Holland never scores in the finals. Sabi doesn't contribute enough. GA. Chelsea wins going to UCL after 3 years. Chelsea qualify UCL after 2 years. 2 years. Chelsea will bottle. Yeah, we've got some Serie A comments. We're going to talk about them when we get there. Thanks. I hope Spurs win Europa. I thought Man City were going to get points taken off. Of course, I knew nothing was going to happen, guys. You know, respect Southampton. No, I'm not respecting that team. That team is garbage. With all due respect, I mean, bro, this team got relegated
on 12
like,
points.
last in the league. I'm sorry.
They're actually worse than Valladolid. Valladolid at least has 4 wins.
Yeah. So yeah. Next up, for real, bro. Why City win a City game punished? Never. If Man City get relegated, the Leicester City stay up. Party continues. They won't. I'll fake. They'll never get punished. All right, Newcastle 4, splits will be fine. Newcastle lose, lol. Yeah, and Newcastle lose 10.
It would be some bottle from us, but
yeah, 10 you will not be there. Yeah, come on, Forest City or losing. I don't care about games. City Chelsea down to Europe. I beg. Sebastian, are you a Milan fan? Sebastian, AK fan of Cole. Villa and Forest to win. Yeah, he supports Milan. Yes, he does. I think he supports PSG too.
No, I don't. Stop with this PSG bullshit. I don't support PSG.
Okay.
I hope that they win the UCL final, but I don't support them.
Okay, let's move. Let's move. Villa win, Forest win, Newcastle win, Alden get UCL, Chelsea, City, Europa. I hope we'll be there, man. We'll be there. We'll be there.
I'll be there. Because that means
bro, you have to stand business. Just say you're getting third trust.
To be honest, I don't really care whether we finish. Even if we beat Arsenal and got second, I don't really care. Like second, third, fourth, fifth. This season,
like I said, first is what matters the most.
Yeah. And this season, we didn't finish first, so we didn't win the Prem. So
dang, this is actually crazy. 89 points last year, only 71 this year. Yeah.
But at least they got second.
That's why second is a shameless. No, it is. Well, I mean, to be fair, it depends which club you're asking for. Like for Arsenal, yes, depends which context it is. Like let's say Southampton finished second place. Oh yeah, of course they should celebrate, right? But when we're talking about big clubs, then of course, yes, it is shameless. Like Real Madrid celebrating second place is shameless. Arsenal finished in second place is shameless. Like, Leverkusen actually.
I don't think Leverkusen are celebrating second. The only sort of celebration is the end of an era with. Actually, we'll talk about that.
Yeah. If you don't win, might as well what you accomplish. We're not last minute with Spurs winning, leave more kind of though 6-yard volley. Got to feel bad for Arsenal at some point. Yeah. Do you guys think Man City could qualify for the conference?
Well, Man City have to lose both games, and Forest has to beat Chelsea.
Yeah, it's not. I'm pretty sure it won't happen.
I just think Man City at least gains 1 point, at least one in the final two.
All right, guys, let's move on over. Let's move on to.
And Jamie Vardy, 200 goals, final game for Leicester.
Wow. Yeah, incredible, man. So Bundesliga, guys. There's not really much to discuss here. We're going to keep this short. And, guys, we have to start with the elephant in the room, guys. Leipzig. Actually, let's start with Dortmund. So Dortmund they did it, man. They did it. They got Champions League. And I had a feeling this was going to happen, especially after they beat Leverkusen. And we got to give it up to them, man. We got to give it up to what Dortmund did. Incredible achievement for them to be back in the champion to do this. And let's be real, Dortmund should be getting Champions League. With all due respect, like when you look at the roster, they should be getting. So it shouldn't come as a surprise. But yeah, I mean, shout out to Dortmund, man. 5 wins in a row, and man, they're the most informed team right now in the Bundesliga.
Well, the season's ended. Oh yeah. Kind of unfortunate. Freiburg didn't get Champions League. I wanted them to, but look, still a good season. Hopefully in the Europa, you never know what would happen. Mainz Conference League. So Jonathan Berg. That's actually. For both Freiburg and Mainz, that's still pretty good. Could have been better, but look, I think both Freiburg and Mainz had really good seasons. No one, maybe Freiburg somewhat, but no one expected Mainz to be where they are and all that. So it's going to be great for both clubs. Obviously, Freiburg being more in Europe nowadays. And let's say if Mainz do make the final of the Conference League next season, they'll be playing in Leipzig, who Seshko, Xabi Simons. Yeah.
I think okay,
look-
guys. Let's have this combo, guys. Let's have this combo, guys. Is RB Leipzig finished as a football club?
I mean, they probably will come back in next season, even if we're out Europe. So look, no European football for them next season. So maybe that's somewhat.
That's embarrassing.
Well, obviously,
That's
yeah. I
embarrassing.
think that's practically. I think seals at least. I think both Xabi Simons and Benjamin Šeško, both that
Are
seals.
probably gonna leave.
That them missing out seals it. Even if they got some form of European football, it's still sealed. But no European football. That in terms of those two players and all, yeah, that would definitely have both go.
You know what's crazy? The last time they didn't get Champions League, I think it was 2017. I think 2018.
They weren't even in the fucking Bundesliga. That's the thing.
So this is like the first time while being the Bundesliga they haven't got Champions League, right?
Yeah, I believe so. So yeah, not
that's
good
crazy.
for RB Leipzig and all that.
Yeah, really
So,
bad.
Yeah, and it's going to be a rebuild for them. But yeah, I think overall, it's not. I mean, it's not been a great season from them. I mean, even the Champions League one they had,
Yeah.
what, like 4 or 5 points or whatever they got in the Champions League, like
League
6 losses
phase.
or something. Yeah. So look, it's been like practically a 0 out of 10 season for Leipzig.
Yeah, it's been horrible, man. And yeah, look at these Leipzig players, man. Yeah, I got like
Willie Orban, Schlager.
Anthony Nusa, I think he might leave. This guy's really.
Oh yeah, Antonio Nusa could go.
Openda, Sesko. I think these guys could potentially leave.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at Leipzig, and remember they
Probably
sacked the
not
coach.
all of them. I don't think all of them will leave, but there's there'll be and
most of the key players will go.
Leipzig can do it, huh? Gulashi.
Yeah, and remember they got the new coach, Slow. And bro, this guy might get sacked. He just came into the job, but he might get sacked already for not getting Champions League.
I mean, his name is Low, so they definitely hit a low here this season.
So, do you think it's a sackable offense? Like just coming in mid-season and not even get European football? Would you let's say you're a Leipzig board, would you sack?
Yeah, of course. We failed to get European football.
See, like if you got Europa League and Conference League, I mean it's still bad, but I wouldn't sack. But yeah, not even get Europe. Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta go.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's embarrassing. And yeah, I'm looking at this Bundesliga, guys, and we have to talk about Leipzig, guys. I know, sorry, not Leipzig. We have to talk about Leverkusen. So, guys, I think I'm worried for Leverkusen, guys, because if you guys haven't heard the news, I think Leverkusen are falling apart. Obviously, Xabi Alonso is leaving. Will not be there next season, and potentially Florian Wirtz is going to go. Obviously, what's it called? The guy Frimpong's already left, and who else? Florian Wirtz is potentially on the way out, and Jonathan Tah might leave.
Oh, well, he is leaving. Yeah, free agent.
Yes, free agent. So, are you worried for Leverkusen in the future? Because I'm kind of am.
I mean, I'm not a Leverkusen fan, so meh.
Oh no, I don't know, but like,
I think
be like a neutral point of view.
I think, well, obviously, we don't know who the new manager is, at least as I know. So we'll see how things go. If it's the GOAT, Eric Sevenhag, fair place. But yeah, I do think there'll be some adjustments.
No, it might be Cesc Fabregas.
No, I don't think that's happening. Bro,
it's probably gonna be him.
Well, I mean, we'll see, but I think overall, in the Bundesliga, there'll be a lot of changes. Leipzig would probably have to have some changes. Leverkusen having changes. Dortmund could have some changes. Some players could be linked out of the club. Frankfurt with Ekitike and all that. Burkhardt and Kleindienst at their clubs and all that. So there's going to be a lot of change. And look, the Bundesliga next season, apart from maybe like Bayern winning the league, I think we'll have a lot of different scenarios of different teams being in around that sort of area. Because you look at Stuttgart this season, got knocked out in the league stage of the Champions League, but are probably going to get Europe unless they lose the cup final to third tier Arminia Bielefeld, but
Yeah.
I think there's going to be a lot of changes amongst a lot of teams in the Bundesliga. So, a team like, for example, I don't know, like Gladbach or Werder Bremen could get Europe next season with all these changes. Hamburg coming back up, and I actually have to check. Did FC Köln got back up? I'm not sure. The second Bundesliga.
Yeah. I know
Oh,
Hamburg got promoted.
Oh, Hamburg and Köln got promoted.
No, I know
Cologne.
Hamburg. I don't know about Cologne. I don't know about
Well,
Cologne.
actually,
I
check.
know Hamburg.
Check. I want to know because I actually know a couple people from Cologne, so I want to know whether they not bottle it.
Yeah.
Oh, they won the league.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, and look, Köln and Hamburg could come back up. We could get Elfsberg.
Wow. Oh yeah, we should check. Let's check La Liga 2, guys. Let's do that real quick in the championship.
Oh,
check that.
let's do
this.
There's no teams yet promoted. That's the thing. You could like the top 8, but only the top 6 get at minimum playoff. So top 2 automatic. Levante, Elche, but both teams bad form. And how do I know this? I watched the second tier, Depor. We lost. My hope, I would love to see Oviedo, Mirandes, and Racing Club get there.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Look at the championship real quick. And look at the championship. Leeds obviously got promoted. Burnley as well. And then we're gonna have the playoff final between Sheffield United and Sunderland. So
up the blades. We'll see. I'll support Sheffield United. We'll see what happens.
Okay, guys, let's get back to the Bundesliga. But guys, I'm worried for the Bundesliga, guys, because let's be real, guys. With Leverkusen losing Frimpong, most likely flowing Wards. And bro, I better not see Wards join Bayern. If Wards joins Bayern, I will be so angry. If he does that, I will be so angry. We cannot have that. I will be so mad if that happens. So we don't know if it's gonna happen, but if Florian Wirtz join Bayern, man, you might as well give the title. Like, don't even play the league. Just give the trophy to them already. Don't even play the season if that happens. So I'm worried, man, because I'll be honest with you, with Leverkusen losing Xabi Alonso, losing these key players, I don't think they're gonna. I think this is done. I think Bayern's gonna win this pretty much in a landslide now.
I mean, you just never know with Bundesliga. Like, no one expected Leverkusen to win last season.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think, like, we want a challenge in the Bundesliga. This season, not really much of a challenge. But I did see, the only way in the past, 12, whatever years it's been, the only way you beat Bayern is you have to be perfect. And that's what Leverkusen did when they won it. So, yeah, I think next season, we'll see how things go. There'll be a lot of changes amongst every Bundesliga team, even Bayern, because, the GOAT Eric Dyer just left to Monaco and all that. So there'll be some changes, and we'll see, obviously, Heidenheim against Elfsberg for that final Bundesliga spot, hosting Kiel. And both unfortunately, for
relegated.
Them. Yeah.
Wait, so Ted, I got a question. Do you think it'll be a disgrace if Wirtz goes to Bayern?
No. We have to get used to it,
Yeah,
it's the same with in Spain. If Real Madrid or Barca come calling, of course you're more likely going to take it. Or in the Prem, if Newcastle come calling, no, I'm kidding. But even like in Italy, if Juventus or Inter come calling, that's a big, or PSG in France and all that. So,
but look, I just feel like it's a bit stupid to sell to your direct rivals, like your rivals.
I mean, but we've been used to it.
Yeah, I know. Bayern have done this. I mean, they basically. Yeah. I mean, they've done this to Dortmund. They've done this to Leipzig. And this is what they've been doing.
They're probably going to do it with Leverkusen, with Wirtz and all that. So we'll see. We'll see how things go with Bayern next season. Because I think winning the Bundesliga is nice for them, but obviously with Company and all them, they have to win the Champions League. I feel like.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
Yeah, and I think because the thing is with the thing is, guys, is that you can't really blame Bayern for doing it. It's up to the clubs. Like, you have to blame the clubs for doing it. Like, you can't, because Bayern, it's not illegal what Bayern's doing. It's just that other teams are willing to do it. So, like, that's their fault. So
Yeah. And obviously Bayern
Yeah.
are the richest club in Germany. So of
yeah,
course, usually money wins in football, and that's what usually happens. So I won't be angry if Wirtz goes to Bayern because it's expected. So we'll see.
maybe I'll say I'll be disappointed. Maybe it's
But hopefully next season a team like, I don't know, can win the Bundesliga or something. That'll be great. But
yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, we'll see what Leverkusen do. And before we move to the comments, who do you think Leverkusen should get as a new manager? Should Ericsson Hogg be the coach?
Seven Hog. You know what? I'll be honest. I know we always clown about Seven Hog, but if you want a good redemption and all that, do a bit of a rebuild. And there's not. I don't know. I don't think there's a lot of pressure amongst the German media because at Man United, of course, there's always going to be media attention. Whether Man United win or lose, always media attention. But there's no genuine media attention on Leverkusen apart from the past 2 seasons. But people are not expecting Leverkusen to win and all that. So I think, I'll be honest, I think Seven Hog might be a decent appointment for Leverkusen if he gets it right and all that. So I think there's a good shout because you can't always just go with the hipster choice of Fabregas or sometimes you do have to go now with a little bit of a safer option. I do think Eric Seven Hog is a safe option for Leverkusen.
What about this guy?
Yeah.
Or Marco Rose?
Yeah, like those sort of managers. Yeah. So look, I don't think it's like the true end of Leverkusen. Maybe they will still do bad next season, regardless of who they bring in. But it's how the Bundesliga has worked over the years. You have teams going up and down and all that. Like before, we had Köln be in Europe, and the next season they got relegated. Now they're back up. So you never know.
Yeah. All right, let's do some comments. Heidenheim Downfalls Wild, sup, Ella Dookie. Leipzig with good coach will be back, maybe. Dortmund have always had good players. It's just the coaches with different and inexperienced style play with disoriented them. Yeah. Well, these guys are already. This season, most of the players deserve some blame, though. Oh, yeah, shout out to Garassi, man. Garassi's got 34 goals this season, I believe. That is pretty immense.
Yeah, that's a goal game. Yeah.
So, yeah, okay.
And top scorer in the Champions League at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, let's actually look at this. So, guys, Schick has won the Golden Boot, pretty much. So, congrats to Schick.
No, he didn't. You look at just the Leverkusen team. Of course, he scored the more.
I'm stupid. Yeah, I was late. Hold up. What? Sorry, my bad. Let me do this.
Pretty sure
Sorry.
Kane or Gerrard.
Yeah, Kane. Kane 26. Yeah, Kane 26. So Kane's won the Golden Boot. Yeah, thanks for correcting me. My bad.
And Kane won the trophy. Woo!
Yeah. Oh yeah, Kane won his first trophy, man.
Alec Dyer won the trophy as well before Spurs. We'll see what happens with Spurs on Wednesday.
Yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed Xabi Alonso Leverkusen era because Bayern Munich about to win every year again.
Maybe. We'll see. But the thing is, it is Vincent Kompany.
So, where it says he want to get out of his comfort zone. That's why Dortmund never sells player to Bayern again for the past 5+ years. Munich's not out of your comfort zone, well, still in Germany. Maybe at least not from Dortmund, I guess. And in Terzic. Yeah, we'll see what we'll see what Bayern does. But yeah, shout out to this is the Bundesliga, guys. So yeah. All right, guys. I think the final league we're going to discuss about is going to be Serie A, guys. And do Serie A, man. I saved this league for last on purpose.
What happened with the French league?
Okay, you know what? We'll look at the French league after this. But we're
there was some drama in that one as well. Final day.
Okay, fine. We'll do French league. Okay, you know what? Should we do Serie A now or Ligue on now?
Let's do Serie A. You're already here, so let's go.
Yeah. Okay. Let's just do Serie A. So, guys, let's talk about these two games first. Napoli, Parma 0, Napoli 0. This was a crazy game. Game here, man. And man, Napoli, man, they thought they won it when the penalty was given right at the end, but it wasn't a penalty. And Parma, man, they gave a good fight. Honestly, I thought Parma were better in this game than Napoli.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the Conte style, man. Defensively, just you know what Napoli are? They're 1-0 merchants. That's what they are.
Well, I mean, that's probably going to win them the title now. But look, I think this game, I'll be honest, Napoli didn't play great, obviously. Um, I think both teams, well, obviously, Napoli were the ones needing to attack and all that sort of stuff. But ultimately, I do think that this game didn't help either side, but ultimately, because of certain results of the other teams, for both Parma and Napoli, I think both will still be decently okay. What happens next weekend? But Napoli, look, we'll see what happens next week. I think nothing's really changed from them and Inter. I'll be honest, because it's still one. Anyway.
Yeah. And look, we got to talk this game, man. Inter 2, Lazio 2. Wow, what a game this was. What a crazy game this was. I mean, like you're telling me Bisek scored in the first half. It was okay. Just right before halftime. Lazio didn't look great. Pedro, man.
Barca legend. Barca legend.
You know, and it was really interesting, guys. Barca got knocked out into the Champions League. And Pedro, as a former Barcelona player.
He's a Barca legend.
Former Antonio Conte player when he was at Chelsea.
And he's a Barca legend. He's a Barca legend, no matter what you say.
So, like, it's actually kind of interesting how he scored. So he scored in the second half, and you think, so, okay. Maybe we'll see if I do it. That Dumfries, man. Dumfries, like, you know what? You guys can't do it. I'm going to just do it myself. I'm going to do it myself. And he scored the header there to make it 2-1. Then Pedro scored the last-minute penalty there, 90th minute. And, guys, there was even more drama in the end because Arnautovic, man, he missed a big chance. What was it? I think it was offside. He was offside.
Well, there were 2 big chances, yeah.
He's a good agent. He's a good agent. So, I know what he did. He kicked out Sanchez, so he could be the one to miss. So Inter will lose the league.
So, guys, what are we saying, man? This title race, man.
Like,
what a game!
I always rated Pedro as a good player. I always knew he was a good player. Not because he does this, but I think he's one of the most underrated players I've seen.
Probably only said that because of this game, but yeah.
No. Okay, I'm being honest. He's one of the most underrated players in this era.
So, guys, here's how the following day goes, guys. So, for Inter, it's looking bad because look at this, guys. Inter got to play Como away. Napoli got to play Cagliari at home. And if Napoli wins, it's over.
Just give Napoli the league.
The only way Inter can win this title is if Napoli lose.
Or draw.
Oh, yeah, draw.
But Inter have to win.
Inter have to beat Como. Like, there's no way Inter can win the league without beating Como.
Yeah.
Inter ain't beating Como, by the way.
Because if Inter draw against Como and let's say Napoli lose, then we get the playoff. The final game playoff, whatever.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. If certain result is happening in like the 80th minute or whatever, and let's say if the potential of a playoff might happen, depends on who's like what scenario. I think Inter might actually be like might lose purposely so that they don't get the extra game because they obviously have the Champions League. Or
they're losing that.
Yeah.
Okay, but here's the thing though. But here's the thing though, guys. Napoli, I know they should beat Cagliari. Let's keep it a stack. But this is the same team that couldn't beat 11th place Hellas Verona at home in the final match day a few years ago. And Juve got Champions League when they should have got Champions League that season. So I'm just saying, we just saw Napoli tie 2 games in a row. So I wouldn't put it past this title. It's not that guaranteed that Napoli's going to win this, right? So we'll see what happens.
I think Napoli are probably guaranteed because they're going to play at home with a full stadium who's going to be absolutely livid. The players are going to go for it, and the players will do anything to win that game.
Any team at home can do that, no matter what the scenario. It's about
but Cagliari doesn't have anything to play for.
But Sebastian, like I told you before,
still, for pride and all that. So
yeah,
Cagliari Cagliari doesn't care. Like they
But
probably go there for vibes.
We'll see. We'll see.
Do you remember, like, literally a few years ago, Dortmund were at home in the final match day. They needed to, if they win the game, they win the title. Mainz had nothing to play for, I believe.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm just saying that now Inter can still win this title. But
Yeah.
we'll see if Inter beat Como.
But they're playing against a Como side who has been very good, like one of the best Serie A teams since January.
Yeah, but the final day. I'll be honest. The final day of any league is anything can happen because
anything can happen.
It's everyone's final day of the season. Almost everyone. I know Inter still have that Champions League, but for everyone, it's the final day of the season. You want to at least have some pride, win your final game. Even like the relegated teams like Monza, had the lead against Empoli and all that. They'll probably do something against AC Milan, even if they lose. At least have some pride and all that. So I think for everyone, like I'm pretty sure footballers don't just like, oh, you know what, not playing for anything, man. What? Maybe some footballers are like that, but I think
the majority are not.
You want to win every game you can possibly can, even if you have nothing to play for. You want to have some pride. So
yeah, you know what the nice thing with Serie A is that this is the best league we've had this season because
best league in the world.
Best league.
Final league is going down to the relegation. The only team that's been relegated is Monza. We got relegation still in the air. The Champions League spots are up in the air, and the title race. Like, there's not another league in the top 5 that are like that. It's not. So
yeah. Well, 2 of them are done anyway.
I mean, this is the best. This is truly the best league in the world.
So guys, like this is incredible. So guys, let's talk about the Champions League battle, guys. So Atalanta secured Champions League at Juventus, man. It's now if Juventus beat Venezia, they're in the Champions League.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Juve is gonna screw that with a draw.
And remember, guys, here's the thing. Look at where Venezia are. They're literally battling relegation. That's not an easy game to have. In fact, that's a game that they probably don't want to have because they're giving their all.
So right now, if it stays like this, it's gonna be a playoff game between Empoli and Lecce.
Ooh. Yes. Yeah. Then Roma, they can do it by beating what is it called? Torino on the road. So
Lazio can also get it. So
Lazio can do it as well. I think Fiorentina is basically out. So basically, Lazio they got Lecce at home. So guys, which team is getting the Champions League? It should be Juventus, right? Juventus should do it, right?
Ooh,
I think Roma.
Ooh.
I mean, Roma's been in a good run of form and all that. I just want chaos. How about every game ends in no? You know what? I'll say Juve. I think maybe just like one bit of quality from Juve might kill the Venetian dream. But
yeah,
we'll see how everything goes on the final.
Venezia has everything to play for.
Yeah, and guys, it is official.
I'll say the same thing. Juventus have everything to play for.
And guys, it is official. Milan will not get European football.
I mean, I expected that from January. I said it. I gave up from January. I haven't even watched.
How did you lose to all of Nice?
I don't give up from
Bologna.
I don't care. Wow. Congrats, Bologna. Wow. Bologna is better than Newcastle, by the way. Just saying. Better football. Better football, by the way. Hold that.
What?
I'd rather watch Bologna games than Newcastle games. Honestly.
Okay, guys. So Bologna won the first trophy. I think it's 55 years.
Yeah, congrats to them.
I could tell he's really salty.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm
no trophy, no European football, but at least he gets to say Isak's leaving.
No,
That's a win for him.
I wanted. I'm gonna be ashamed. Just because this ownership is dumb as fuck, I hate them. I actually don't give a fuck about 9.
Wow.
This is on. I just want the ownership to fuck off.
So basically, Milan and Leipzig are basically the biggest clown show.
Not really Leipzig. Not really.
I mean, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if this.
No, this is
Like,
embarrassing. Sebastian, you cannot say
this is for the owners. I don't give a fuck what people say, to me. Honestly.
Well,
Good for
actually, let's see. Okay, actually,
Enjoy.
depending on whoever loses the Europa League final.
Oh yeah, there was in Milan, but
Yeah.
regardless,
Milan's my second. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Spurs,
This is embarrassing.
Spurs can win a trophy this year, and Milan
Oh,
probably. Like I don't count this Super Cup. Sorry, I don't.
Wow.
The
Okay,
Spurs,
guys, but guys, Milan not getting European football is
I'm
embarrassing.
not even angry. The funniest thing, I'm not even angry. I'm just
No,
disappointed.
I'm sorry. That's embarrassing. No, I'm sorry. That's
I'm
embarrassing.
not even angry. I'm not even angry. You know?
Okay, am I
I'm
wrong to
just
say this is not
disappointed.
embarrassing?
Yeah, it's embarrassing, but I'm not angry.
Guys, I'm worried for what Milan's going to happen to the future because, bro, I think some of these players are going to leave.
What am I supposed to do? Like, tell the fucking whole team I don't give a fuck.
Okay, guys, let's talk about which players will leave this summer. So, PL, I think Constantine is leaving. I think he's gone.
I honestly don't get who? He's gone.
you know what?
Okay.
Like, I don't know if you're just rubbing it in on him. Like, oh, which player might leave? Which one will go?
Like, I know the players who will leave, by the way. So
Okay, tell me which players leaving.
go up.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you. Manyan ain't leaving.
Okay.
Portello is leaving.
Okay.
This third choice goalkeeper is
Okay.
staying.
Okay. So, imagine just name it the big players. We don't have all day to do this.
Emerson Royale.
Walker, get the fuck out of here. Emerson Royale, can get out. I don't want you. Tomori can stay. Pavlovic out, please. Tiao out. Ronaldo get out. Reinders, I don't know if he was. I don't know.
Oh,
Reinders is
yeah.
gone.
I think
Bondo just stay. Jimenez stay. Left Sheik, get the fuck out, please. Left Sheik, you bum. Joao Felix, fuck him. Go back to Chelsea. Musa Pozic can stay. I have no problem with that. Chukwueze, I don't know. Leao can fuck off. Sotil
Wow.
can stay. Jovic can fuck off. Abraham can fuck off. Jimenez can stay. And Kamada can stay.
Wow, guys, I think
Hernandez can leave also. Fuck him. He doesn't fucking care. Like, these players doesn't care about AC Milan. They don't. The shirt is too heavy for them, maybe. But I don't know. Leao should get the door out.
Wow.
I would take Royale.
You know what? I swap Leao for Anthony. I'm that shameless. And I'm serious.
True, he is the goat.
Yeah. Okay. To be fair,
Leao is lazy as fuck.
Okay. To be fair, Anthony is better currently, but
Send him to Barca. Send Leao to Barca. That's what he wants. Leao wants to go to Barca. He's F off. You're garbage. You're overrated.
Wow.
Thank God PSG took Kvara instead of this bum. He's lazy. Theo Hernandez, fuck off to City. Fuck off to United.
Wow.
Just go. Manyan, I don't know if he will leave.
Magnon's made a lot of mistakes this season.
Most of these players need to F off.
Okay,
maybe not Pulisic, because he's been probably one of the best players.
Man, I feel bad for Pulisic. He's doing so much for this team.
Pulisic needs to have players with actual brain function and players who can score goals. Not Jovic, not Abraham. Okay, Jimenez is good, but maybe you need Jonathan David.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. Speaking of Jonathan David, he is leaving on a free. Actually, you know what? This is a good segue to Leo. This is a good segue.
Jovic is brain dead. How the fuck is he a footballer? I'm sorry. I'd rather have Højlund than Jovic.
All right, guys. Okay. Actually, let's go to Liga. Actually, let's go to Ligue 1 real quick. So, guys, let's look at the Ligue 1 table. So, PSG won the league, of course. Marseille finished second. They got the Champions League. Monaco got Champions League. Nice got Europa League, right?
That's very nice.
Well,
that's
it's
very
Champions League playoff.
Champions League playoff.
Yes,
and Lille got Europa League, I believe.
You know what? France is good team.
Conference League.
Well, unless if PSG win the Coupe de France, Strasbourg gets conference, Lyon gets Europa.
You know what?
Yeah.
If I can get Strasbourg Steve to Sweden, AIK Strasbourg, I'll do it.
Man, how does Strasbourg lose at home to Le Havre? That's
Last minute penalty as well. Panenka.
Yeah.
Respect
Dang.
that. Respect
But-
that.
Now
Respect
Strasbourg's
that.
Big up to them,
Strasbourg's better.
actually. And
But yeah,
the fact that
relegation.
Stade Reims are in a relegation playoff, but also playing the Coupe de France.
Yeah, actually, they play against Metz. The
Yeah.
80. They play. I think they play the 14th.
And
then
the funny
80.
thing is, Metz and Strasbourg are big rivals.
So
Wow.
Strasbourg Steve could have Newcastle, Sunderland, and Metz against
no.
Strasbourg next year.
Well, hopefully the first one doesn't happen, but we'll see. But
The tears.
Yeah.
The tears next
Okay,
year.
guys.
my tears. Oh well.
Yeah.
Come on, Sunderland.
But guys, like let's be real, guys. The Strasbourg, man, they missed out. I know they're gonna probably get Conference League, but bro, they could have been the Europa League, man. They could have,
I mean,
man.
I think that would be too much of a step for Strasbourg Europa League. I think Conference is perfect for now.
Yeah.
In the future, they can start to.
Yeah.
I think people
So-
are also a little bit overreacting on this. Strasbourg getting 7th. Like Lyon is a better team. Lille is better. Nice is better. Monaco is better.
I mean, I think it's just more disappointing the manner of which. I think it's more the manner rather than the actually having.
But this is a successful season for Strasbourg.
Oh yeah, of course. Like they
They
were
were in the relegation battle. I think
Yeah.
at the start of the season. So
Yeah.
they have to.
All right.
Nice played Brest yesterday, and it finished in 6-0. By the way, just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
Nice,
really nice.
Nice is not terrible. Nice is not a bad.
Okay, let's read some comments. Napoli don't want to win the league, I swear. Chelsea legend.
Napoli,
especially
I swear.
Facts. Wow, I'm shocked. Juve, get it done. Torino going to lose on purpose. Screw Juve. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if Torino actually do that. Imagine Torino doing it. Because you know Torino Juve are big. They hate each other. So to the El Sebastian. Lol. Dang, tell us how you feel. Lol. Hoyland, things aren't that bad. Okay. Would you rather have Hoyland or Leo?
No, I said Jovic. I said Hoyland over Jovic.
Jovic. Okay. Would you rather have
Jovic is
Hoyland or
fucking
Jovic?
terrible. Who?
Okay, Jovic or Hoyland? Who would you rather have?
Jovic or Hoyland? I
Yeah.
take Hoyland over Jovic. I don't rate Jovic. I don't think he's good.
Okay, 10 and 9. How about you, man? Let's say you have a striker.
Hoyland actually scored goals in the Serie A, by the way. I don't think Jovic has scored more than 3. So
Yeah, I'm taking Hoyland, honestly. I'm taking Hoyland because Jovic was garbage in La Liga, bro. He was useless.
I mean, I don't know how Jovic would be like in the Prem, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
both of them are terrible. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Leon are so lucky. Did Sebastian call Leon a great team? Nah, Leon are not that good.
no, I said a great team for France, the league to send out in the Europe, because you send the teams like down the table, like Nantes, Angers, like these teams are not that great, and I think Lyon could, like these 7 teams who are there, I think they could. That's the possible best side they could get.
Yeah,
in
but
Europe.
I'm Sebastian. I'm saying that Leon, what they did against Man United was embarrassing. That's a collapse like that was embarrassing.
Yeah, and next year Paris FC is gonna play in.
Oh yeah, Paris,
Liga.
man, Paris.
So it's gonna be the Paris derby, and
Paris
the
derby.
stadiums are gonna be.
Okay, guys.
Well, they are.
Okay, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Before we round up the stream, I got 2 big news. So Jonathan David is leaving Leo as a free agent. I think. Can we agree that Jonathan David has been like a Leo legend, or at least a
Yes.
great?
Yeah.
Wait, did he win the league?
Yeah, he won the league. Yeah, he won the league.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay,
I
and then
mean-
also, where do you guys think he's going to go? We also should discuss this real quick.
I think he'll go to Serie A.
Ooh,
Either Serie A or La Liga.
Yeah.
come on, Barca.
I think
Barca,
he
man.
might go to Barca. You know?
Barca.
Because
Barca.
Don't forget, Barca, you have Leva, and if you don't get Isaac, I think you might go for, because you have kind
Honestly,
of.
I'll take David. And dude, David, we're getting David on free. It's a free. That's an amazing deal.
Yeah, of course. You take
Yeah.
David over Isak, money wise.
No, stop.
No,
know you-
I do think Isaac's a better player than David, but Isaac's gonna be way too expensive. You know,
Yeah.
so it won't happen.
Not that expensive. You just put 120 and Newcastle. Like
The only thing
Newcastle-
is, Barcelona actually going to put 120?
No, we're not doing that. I'm telling that right now.
I
We're not doing
mean, maybe you have some. You have also.
Maybe PSG can, and that'll be fair
I
enough.
mean, Barca can. I mean, Barca won the league. Got a lot of. I don't know how much money the winner gets.
We're gonna have to pull a lot of levers if we want to do that. Okay.
Yeah.
And how much money does the La Liga winner get?
Doesn't really matter because Barca and Real Madrid will always get the big money. But
yeah. Okay, guys. Can I get some clarification? Who won the Golden Boot here? Is it Dembele?
It was Dembele, by the way. It was Dembele.
Okay.
It was Dembele.
Okay, or is it a tie? Is it a tie?
No,
because
first of all, Dembele won it because Greenwood scored 7 penalty goals and Dembele scored 1. So they count on how many non-penalty goals you scored. So Greenwood scored 7.
Oh, okay. And even if you look at goals and assists,
no, whoever doesn't sign, whoever signs Cherky is gonna have a massive.
Oh,
boost.
that's a great segue. Turkey. I think Turkey's leaving.
Yeah.
So, guys, Turkey, man. What are we saying, man? Guys, he's going to the Prem. I'm very confident.
You know what? I think he's going to.
Bring him to Newcastle. French Revolution.
Yeah. Yes, he's going to Newcastle. You heard it here first, guys. He's going to Newcastle.
No, he's going. I think he'll go to either PSG or Barca.
I have a feeling he might go to Manchester City. I have a feeling he might.
I don't think so. I don't know that. I think he only cost 20 mil, if I'm not mistaken.
Ooh. I can see Manchester City doing it. Like, guys, okay, let's be objective, guys. Where do you guys think he's going to go? Because for me, it's a Premier League team, most likely.
I don't know. I think PSG will go for it.
Okay. Let's start with the ones for sure. Bundesliga, definitely no. Serie A, I'd probably say no.
Maybe Leverkusen for replacing Bert. Yeah.
Oh, actually, no, that's not a bad shout.
I think it depends if Wirtz goes to like City. I think if Wirtz goes to Bayern, I think Cherky will go to City.
Oh, what about you, Ten? Where do you think he's gonna go?
He's a white winger, right?
No, right winger can. Right winger can.
But the main.
Yeah, he's okay.
I mean, there's a club in the northeast of England, not Sunderland, that.
Oh my God! You know what? Fuck it. Cherky plays with the better Bellingham, and goes to Sunderland, and then smash Newcastle. We'll be there.
Okay. Then be objective.
To be
fair, Liverpool. I could easily see Liverpool. 20 mil.
I don't.
You know what? I'll say this, right? I don't think it'll happen, but let's say, I think we'll get Champions League. We do have a bit of pull now.
Yeah.
So you never know. And we all I do think right wing is the position not the only one, but a position we need to strengthen. We'll see. Because if we could pull off an Alexander Isak deal over Arsenal back then, or pull off a Sandro Tonali or Bruno Guimaraes, and I believe, Bruno Guimaraes did play with Ryan Cherky, I believe.
Oh yeah, he came from.
Yeah, they did.
So,
for one season.
Still, at least they know each other. So look, we'll see. But look, if I want to be if it, non-Newcastle, like not Newcastle, then I'd say Manchester City.
I think it's either Liverpool, PSG, or Newcastle.
Wait, Pookie says Man United?
Nah, if it goes to United, it's dumb as fuck.
Man United lose on Wednesday, no chance.
You know what? If Spurs win, Cherky goes to Spurs.
You know what? That's actually a good shout. That's actually a good shout.
Yeah, because Kulusevski's injured, and he's going to be injured for the...
Yeah, Spurs... I don't even know he's a striker. Okay, that's crazy. No matter who Barca got, because Dean Huijsen got to lock him up. We'll see. We'll see.
No. Barca's going to cook.
Actually, last thing I want to say before I round off. So, guys, we have the two winners. We're not going to discuss this since we're running out of time, but we'll discuss this all next week because that will probably be the last weekend recap we'll do. But shout out to Sporting and PSV winning the league titles this weekend. So shout out to them, man.
And Ballard.
Gyökeres is the best
Yeah,
striker in the world.
Man, Galatasaray. And
And
also, guys, last thing we
Muslera
have.
scored the winner, by the way.
FCSB.
Oh, yeah.
So Bucharest.
Yeah.
Fuck SPSC,
Yeah, and
man.
also, okay, and also, guys, last thing we have before round up is Julian Hoyson the real deal, or is just Premier League hype?
No.
He's actually good. Yeah. Dean Howson, yeah.
Dean
I'm
Hoyson.
saying the Real Madrid pressure is gonna come to him.
I feel like he's good, but I don't know if he's that great. Let me put it this way.
I just think the pressure of playing for Real Madrid, I think that will kick him.
Yeah, because guys, let's be real. Real Madrid, there's more pressure at Real Madrid at Bournemouth. Like there's literally no pressure at Bournemouth.
Well,
Real
obviously.
Madrid, there's immense pressure. You know.
Yeah.
So we'll see,
Yeah.
man.
I think,
We'll see how it goes.
well, I will say Howson, like here in Spain, I do think he should be now with trying to make the defense for the Spanish national team good, you can say. I should hopefully see Dean Howson and Vivian from Athletic Club be the main starters for Spain.
What?
As center backs.
What? Vivian? No, it's probably gonna be Kubarsi and
Oh, Kubasi, yeah, I forgot, yeah.
Oh yeah, of
or
course.
Raul Asensio, by the way. Raul Asensio, so he might have shot.
I don't want to.
But the Spain national team is basically Barcelona FC. So.
Okay, guys. I don't want to speak with that guy. Let's
Big up AD, by the way. Big up AD.
Okay, so guys.
I thought you were about to say big up.
Okay, guys. Okay, guys. So, Teneda, round us off here, man. So, what's your thoughts on that? So, you think he's actually the real deal?
Yeah, I would love
Alright,
him
we'll
at
see, man.
Newcastle, but obviously, like when Real Madrid, yeah, obviously.
Yeah, they come knocking.
And
So,
he's been really
Fuck
good.
Real Madrid, man.
Did the
So-
double over Arsenal, which Real Madrid failed to do.
yeah.
No,
So we'll see, man. We'll see.
That smell of Real Madrid trophyless, it smells good.
Okay, guys, we'll see what happens. But anyways, we're gonna round up here, guys. So I'm gonna see you guys on the next stream, guys. Europa League stream on
Visca
Wednesday.
Barca. Come on, you Spurs, man. Come on, you Spurs.
I don't
Yeah,
know if
you're
I'll be able to make it because I am watching the game outside, like with friends or whatever. Charlie from No Filter FC, he is, well, he's not in Bilbao yet, but he will be there for the game. So
But yeah.
whether I see him crying tears of joy or tears of
Yeah.
sadness,
Hopefully, I'll be in a European final someday.
Yeah. So, guys, we're gonna have that stream on Wednesday, guys, and we're gonna be there no matter what, guys. Even if
And
United
it's gonna
win,
either be Man United tears or
7-7,
Spurs tears.
counter shot 10-10, Onana saves Son's penalty, and Ericsson scores the
Come
winner.
on,
Whatever.
Spurs,
I
man.
just want chaos. Give me chaos.
Spurs needs to save football, by the way. Football needs to be saved.
all right, guys. So I'll see you guys on Wednesday, guys. Peace out. Remember, guys, like, subscribe.
Sorry.
Subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe to 10 and 9 Sebastian channel. All right, peace, guys.